Serena Winters Valley Sports. Coach, what'd you like? What'd you maybe not like so much about that one?
I liked it all. The way they came out, to be that shorthanded, missing key pieces, the way they scrapped, and just figured out a way to will themselves to a win. We made some mistakes, obviously, threw the ball to the other team too much. But they were trying to get after it. So, appreciate all that effort and work.
Speaking of scrap, you had another starting lineup tonight, right, with Ed Davis and Dean Wade in there. Let's start with Dean first. It seems like, it's not his first time starting. It's like 16 starts, but the reliability that he's able to give you, just kind of plug in where he needs to be. What does that say about him, what he gave you tonight?
It's his demeanor, where he takes care of business every single day. So we have a trust in him that we know when his number's called, he's going to be ready to go. That's not easy to do. You see guys who are in and out of the lineup, they have a hard time. But I think him playing, 4 years of college and going through that maturation process, puts him in position where he understands where his opportunities are going to come and the job that he has to do and what he needs to do to go out and handle that. Obviously, he made big shots for us down the stretch. And then, Ed is Ed. I thought the play tonight where he hustles back and takes the foul and sends Noel to the free throw line, that's a game-winning play. And a lot of people would have just given up and let him go dunk the ball. But, that's who Ed is. He understands those moments and how, things in the first or third quarter can impact the outcome. So he did a great job tonight for us as well.
And what about having Rondo back for the first time? Six games?
Yeah.
We also have to see him alongside Darius in the same unit.
Yeah, it's key for us. A lot of times without that secondary ball handler, there's 10 eyes on Darius all the time. When you're able to play Doe, now somebody's watching the ball. Now you can move Darius along the baseline and try to create some easy shots for himself. So, one, he can spare Darius, but then two, them playing together, he makes it hard to guard him.
Thanks, Coach.
Customers in the Athletic, JV, they were kind of going off there, different guys in different quarters that really impacted the game, like Isaac in that second in the middle, Kevin in that third quarter. What does it say just kind of as a whole that in different moments, different guys stepped up and were able to be successful in their own ways?
That's team, and that's what team is, right? And, our message to the guys to start the year was, every night we have to be the best team on the floor. And I thought tonight, that's what we were. It's not about individual accomplishments for us. It's about the entire group doing what they need to do when their number's called or when the team needs them to. And that's where you see that, different guys stepping up, different guys taking over and taking control of the game. And, tonight, I think you saw that, clearly.
What did you see, especially from Isaac on the defensive end tonight? And obviously, we know that's his mentality, his approach, but just it seemed especially forceful tonight.
Yeah, he takes all those matchups and he takes them personally. Again, there's a handful of one-on-one defenders that are better than him in this league, if that, right? He is elite when it comes to that. There's not many guys who can go through the different types of players and eliminate them from games. Isaac can shut down ISOs. He can shut down guys off catch and shoots, dribble handoffs, all those things. He makes it extremely difficult. He never gives angles, right? So every shot you take over him, you got to take through him. And it makes it hard to play like that.
And I think that timeout was 1:20 something left in the game. Rondo there was a huddle right before you guys went out, and Rondo I could see talking to the guys. Even just in his first game back since he's been out, but having him with you guys through the road stretch and just being on the bench, what does that just show that in those moments he does take that leadership and he knows he can bring that to you guys?
That's who he is, and that's who he's always been. And our guys have a ton of respect for him, because of the work that he's put in and the totality of his career. Our guys understand the history of the game and study the game and have watched him. Grew up watching him, and watching him in finals and playoffs, and the way he carries himself every day, he's serious about his job. He's professional, and you can feel it right away. And our guys respect that. And, what I love about him is he's so willing to share knowledge, and it's not just with Darius, it's with everybody that's on the floor. And the guys, they're thirsty for it. And, have someone with that experience, that leadership skill is invaluable to us.
Ashley Bastock, Cleveland.com, JV, especially Kevin in that third quarter. And I mean, he ends with 20 points, 11 rebounds. It was almost like he's winding back the clock a little bit. I guess how crucial was that when you're without Lowry, you're without Jarrett out there tonight?
We need it all. Obviously to finish up a 2-point game. We needed him to be big for us. We know his ability to create shots, the gravity that he creates when he's out on the floor, when he's making shots. We needed every bucket we could get. And especially in that time, we were having a hard time finding ways to generate points. And I thought he was big for us.
And then in the last minute there, Evan, he misses those 2 free throws, but then he comes down to the other end of the court and gets that big rebound with 2 seconds left and gets fouled again. It goes 1 of 2. I guess just the fact that he has that short memory already for a rookie, and he got down on the other end of the court and still played even though he missed those 2 at the line.
Yeah, Evan wants to win basketball games. And, he's one of the rare and few guys at that age that in those moments doesn't worry about what happened previously or what's going to happen next. He has a high understanding of what's important now. And, that rebound shows it. And then, finishing possessions and understanding how important it is to close a possession in a game like that. That's high level, for anybody.
Thanks.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, JB.
What's up, Chris?
Sorry if you were asked this. I just got down here.
Yeah, no worries.
Was Kevin on any kind of minute restriction?
No. We are, again, always cognizant of that with him. It's a lot about the flow of the game and how he's feeling, and I thought, tonight we ran his stretches longer than we typically did. So we just wanted to keep an eye on it, but I thought he was really good in his minutes.
As they got closer late in the fourth quarter, was there temptation to go back to him?
I thought in that moment, my mind was we were looking to get stops. And I thought we could hang on to our defense. And I thought we put out our defensive lineup in that point.
And then can you speak to the impact that Isaac had, not just the points, but the offensive rebounds, the hustle plays, the defense, all that?
Yeah, that's Isaac's niche in this league. And that's how he's going to be most successful. The way that he can guard, is invaluable, the multiple positions. But the activity and energy that he brings to a game, those are things that our team feeds off of. Like we are an emotional, energetic team. And when we out-scrap people, we outwork people, those are the things that, get us going. And when he makes those plays, he uplifts everybody.
I know these last 2 games, at least that I've been at, the free throws have kind of been an issue. I guess, are you seeing anything there? And if so, what needs to change?
We just got to make them. Like we've got guys going to the line that I think are good free throw shooters. Tomorrow we'll spend a ton of time, and guys individually, they put the work in. What I don't want it to become is something that we're overthinking. We're just missing them right now, but we'll knock them down.
Last one, Evan.
Evan Damerl, Facebook News. JB, on the last possession, you could see New York forced Evan off of Julius Randle. How huge was Lamar defending him just in kind of a hectic scramble scenario like that?
Yeah, it's the combination of, his size, his strength. I think it's a good matchup for Randle. I'll take, Lamar in an isolation situation, versus most people in this league with only 2 seconds to go to try to create, their own shot. He's going to force them into a difficult shot. It was understanding our conversation coming out of a timeout and what we wanted to execute. And I thought the guys did a great job of that.
And one last for me. I'm sorry if you're asked this already, but how huge was it for you guys to have Colin on the bench tonight?
It's like I said, we are an emotional team. And those moments for us give us boosts. Seeing our teammate back with us, having him here with us, the level of excitement and the guys not wanting to disappoint, and Bull brings that energy. Like you saw him on the bench, you saw how he was talking to guys and pushing guys. So it's a huge lift for us to have him back with us, because he is a great part of what we're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's also wearing a Mary J. Blige.
Yes, he was. I saw that. I don't know if that was intentional, but I saw it.